win a spectacular, entertaining, back-and-forth game versus a young, competitive Seattle Storm team. That front court they have is going to be one to deal with for a time to come. We'll get into that, but we got to start with the Clark Show, baby. Hey, Asia Wilson, what you got to say? Y'all still want to have a meeting at All-Star break? If we have a meeting at All-Star break, let's talk about how she broke a record. The only player in WNBA history to have 40 points and 10 assists in a single game in league history. This been going on for 30 plus years.
Tonight, the arena lights did not simply dim. The entire balance of power in professional basketball shifted for good. For 2 straight days leading up to this game, the storyline had already been written by the people who wanted it written. Critics had their lines ready. Media voices had their talking points locked in. And whispers inside the league insisted the rookie had finally hit her ceiling, that the old guard could breathe easy again because she was about to be slowed down and boxed in. But what unfolded on that court was no ordinary game. It was a complete dismantling of every narrative built around watching her fail. Fans and observers near the arena noticed a tense, heavy atmosphere before the opening whistle even sounded, with a sense that the night was being managed from every possible angle before the ball was even tipped. But here's the thing about raw talent. You can try to manage the calls, you can control the broadcast deals, you can shape the official story all you want, but you cannot contain what explodes out of someone when the moment is right. What happened across those 4 quarters did not just rewrite the team's record books. According to fans, it sent genuine panic rippling toward league offices. And to truly understand how significant this moment was, you have to look beneath the surface, because many believe a quiet preference for the league's established stars had been sitting there the whole time, with subtle pressure on the rookie to pass the spotlight rather than own it.
10 assists in a single WNBA game. 1. Caitlin Clark. That's the list. She's the only one to do it ever. Ever. Gotta be real, maybe that's the funnest game I've watched all year so far. Run. That was me at the end of the first damn quarter. At the end of the first quarter. Got the victory. 45 points for Caitlin Clark. 11 of 18, 6 of 10 from three-point range, 10 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 steals, and 2 blocked shots.
Every push past half court was met with borderline dirty defense. Blindside picks, jersey grabs nobody bothered to call. Double teams the referees somehow kept missing. And on the bench, her own coaches just stood there, arms crossed, eyes down, never once demanding accountability from the officials, letting their franchise player absorb punishment on national television without saying a word. The critics were already halfway through their hot takes before anything had even developed. The script was written, the league had her figured out, the story was over before it started. But something happened during a first quarter timeout that nobody in that building could ignore. She stopped listening to the whiteboard. She looked up at the rafters instead, tightened her laces. And in that single quiet moment, she made a decision that would define the entire night. Nobody was coming to save her. Not the coaches, not the officials. So she was going to burn the whole thing down herself.
Caitlin nearly scored 50 damn points today. 10 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Bro, she the GOAT. She the GOAT. I'm done talking. I want to see what Jason Whitlock and everybody got to say tomorrow. There is nothing you could say come Monday about Caitlin Clark. This game was box office. She played her heart out today. 29 minutes, 41 damn points. What is we talking about, people? What is we talking about? Fever offensive team lead. 106. Who got fouled? Monique Billings got fouled. So Monique Billings got fouled. I want to see what they saying online. I know, like, if you're a Caitlin Clark fan right now. Oh, we didn't even mention Caitlin Clark made history, too. Caitlin Clark made history today. Caitlin Clark has made history.
What came next was 3 straight quarters of pure mental warfare. She was not just taking shots anymore. She was hunting them down with intent. From 28 feet, 30 feet, Even 35 feet out, the ball was not grazing the rim. It was pure silk every single time. The crowd, packed with hostile fans who had shown up rooting against her, went from loud to stunned to completely silent, unable to look away no matter how hard they tried. By the third quarter, the defense had thrown absolutely everything at her. Double teams, traps, every trick in the book, and none of it worked. With every long-range dagger she buried, she turned and looked straight at the opposing bench, locking eyes with the very people who had spent months trying to convince the world she did not belong.
74 games. Caitlin Clark becomes the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 200 career three-pointers. Put on the shirt and tie, because damn it, we mean business. We meant business today. Cheers to Caitlin Clark. 3 records broken in one game. The girl's unreal. The girl is unreal. Take a look at this here, man. Caitlin Clark, 45 points, 10 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 11 of 18 shooting, 6 of 8 from 3. Kelsey Mitchell shot way more than Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell shot the ball way more than Caitlin Clark today, and it didn't matter. Take a look at this dagger that Caitlin Clark was pulling up threes from Baghdad, pulling up threes from Carver Hawkeye Arena. Take a look at this game-sealing bomb from Caitlin Clark. Off the inbound. Come on, give me that. Look, tie game, 102-102. Ball game, give me that.
It's Caitlin Clark. Do it.
Caitlin Clark, bro, she's the best to ever do this. The best ever. Nobody in the history of this game is better than Caitlin Clark. I don't care what awards you got. I don't care. Ain't nobody put it down like this. Ain't nobody in women's been this exciting.
But scoring was not the only thing tearing the system apart tonight. It was the vision too. She drove through 3 defenders at once, pulling every eye in the building with her, then dropped no-look behind the back passes directly into her teammates' hands, leaving them nothing to do but catch and finish. The stats were piling up so fast the arena's scoring system could barely keep pace. Live commentators abandoned their rehearsed scripts entirely because what they were watching could not be contained in prepared language. They were witnessing history, the first ever 40-plus point, 10-plus assist game in the entire history of the league. Let that sink in for a second. In a league that has been around for decades, filled with legends and Hall of Famers, a rookie who had been left largely on her own dropped a franchise record 45 points and 10 assists in a single night, while simultaneously battling her own bench and the referees every step of the way. The moment that final buzzer sounded and the scoreboard locked in, the panic did not stay on the court. It shot straight up into the executive suites. Here is the reality the league office is now sitting with. For months, the official line was that the veterans were simply better and the rookie was riding nothing but hype. Tonight, the numbers destroyed that narrative completely. Word has already leaked from marketing circles that major network sponsors held an emergency meeting the moment the final buzzer sounded. Those sponsors are not happy. They are beginning to realize that coaching decisions and officiating patterns are actively working against the most valuable talent sports entertainment has produced in a generation.
This was an unbelievable freaking game. Guys, I got to tell you, at times it's been tough to cover this team this year. It's been hard. There's been some awful games to sit through. Now, it wasn't all rosy. Stephanie White has got to start, at the end of games, you've got to start leaving Caitlin Clark in these games. You have got to start showing some kind of confidence in her. She made a hell of a defensive play in like the last 2 minutes. You've got to show confidence in Caitlin Clark on the floor during defensive crunch time. That was one of my major complaints tonight. Right here, Caitlin Clark becomes the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 203. Just 203 right here. She grabbed that steal, comes down right here. She's back out, back over to her. Way downtown, boom. Boom. Knocked it down.
Broadcast ratings shot through the roof during the fourth quarter, proving one simple thing. The sports world does not care about league politics. They care about the phenomenon itself. The old guard tried to protect their favorites, and in doing so accidentally created the most dangerous force in sports today, an unstoppable icon with a massive global following who now has receipts for every single injustice thrown her way. The same critics who flooded the internet with doubt just 24 hours earlier have gone completely silent. Comment sections shut down, nowhere to hide. They cannot face what happened tonight. They cannot explain away 45 points and 10 assists against a defense that was given a free pass to play as physically as it wanted.
Right off the dribble, fade away three. Look at Caitlin Cook. What is we saying? All right, guys, I got to go back to the game cast. Oh, my God. They didn't let him score 105 to 106. What just happened? Fever defensive team rebound. Dribble the clock out. Dribble the clock out. Fever full timeout. She called a timeout. Okay, she already did that. She already called a timeout. She already did that. All right, going back to Caitlin Clark making history. I believe this might be a timeout. Yeah, Caitlin Clark showed up and showed out today, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. 40 ball. 40 ball, bro. Not tweeting until Caitlin Clark scored 40 with 5 assists. Caitlin Clark now has the most points in a single game by a Fever player with 41. Caitlin Clark made double history. She now has the most points in a game, more than any other Fever ever, including Kelsey Mitchell. The ball all herself. Kelsey Mitchell played good today, too. She did. I ain't gonna hold you. Clutch Clark, look. Watch this, bro. We gotta see it again, bro. Look at this. Oh, my God. 107. It is over, bro. It is over. Stephanie White tried. She tried. They tried, but I believe Caitlin Clark spoke up for herself. The way Caitlin Clark spoke at that press conference, and then at the beginning of the game, the announcers was all like, yeah, the minutes restriction is not on the coaching staff, it's on the medical staff. Like, and then I looked at who the damn announcers was. I'm like, boy, he worked for the damn Fever. No wonder he's saying that. He worked for the Fever.
This is no longer just a rookie season playing out. Fans across America have already made up their minds. No matter what the official awards say at the end of the year, she is already the undisputed MVP in the eyes of the culture. Now the franchise, the league, and every toxic critic out there are staring down a brutal choice. Clean things up, address what has been happening behind the scenes, and actually protect their most valuable talent, or watch the entire league's credibility collapse under the weight of its own jealousy. Tonight, history was written in gold, and there is absolutely nothing anyone can do to erase it.
She played really well tonight when she wasn't dribbling the ball. When she got into her bag, no, we don't need you dribbling the ball. But her and Caitlin combined for 75 points. Insane. Mo Billings, 16 points. Dominique Malonga dominated her all night, except the one play Monique Billings needed to get a stop down the stretch on Dominique Malonga. Your ass got it. Your ass got the one stop you needed, okay? This was a hell of a game, man. Dominique Malonga is going to be a superstar in this league for a time to come. The girl's just 20 years old. She had 28 points, 14 rebounds. Our fam, who's just 19 years old, had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. She hit 4 threes in the third quarter. That young front court is going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time in this league. The more they just grow and develop. Eventually, the Seattle Storm is going to have the best front court in the WNBA between those two. That's a fact. Flaugier played a good game, 16, 6, and 6. Natisha Heidemann had 16 and 8. Jade Melbourne had 16 and 5. Indiana Fever's defense was horrible.
My honest, unfiltered take on this legendary 45-point clinic tonight permanently exposed everything that has been happening, and there is no walking it back. Did this finally hold the coaching staff and referees accountable for good, or will the doubters still find a way to spin an excuse? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now because this conversation is just getting started. Hit that like button, subscribe with notifications on, and share this with every real sports fan you know. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next jaw-dropping history-making update.